Hi, everybody. My name is Aaron Wenkang, and I love sharing wisdom that feels very powerful to me. The topic of the day is judging other people favorably. Judging people favorably is the biggest key to fulfillment. It's the biggest key to step out of this world of chaos. In fact, all the chaos that you might be feeling is because you haven't judged other people favorably. And why is it so powerful to see the good in people, to focus on their good points? And yeah, of course, people still have to grow. Of course, there are some things that still can change, but we can change people by just envisioning them winning. We have that power, we have that ability. We are so powerful divine beings. We can literally create worlds through envisioning and truly feeling how that vision would manifest. So practically, imagine you see somebody with a lot of anger issues and you actually see them thriving with joy, with happiness, and you see that person and you feel how they might be feeling, but they still choose happiness. If you choose to cast that spell on somebody, because it's really casting a spell. That's how powerful we are. It's casting spells. What kind of spell do you want to cast on your future? Do you want to judge people negatively and that energy comes back? Why does it come back? Because there is this law in the universe that we are all one. We came all from one force, one source. And we, as a collective soul of humanity, we're all one. We're still all one. It's just an illusion that there is so many of us out there. So if you put out bad energy, it's actually you're hurting yourself. So that's why speech is so important, guys. It really, the way you speak about other people is really determining how your future will look like. If you love other people winning and you want other people to win and to thrive and to be joyous, you go through that same process because you're elevating each other. It cannot be that one goes down and you go up. That it doesn't work like that. You have to fall because if you take somebody else down, you have to fall too. It's just how this universe works, how the creator, God, however you might call it, has created the world for us to have and find unity. So we cannot live in this consciousness of if I break him down, I'll feel better about myself. It doesn't work like that. And that's limited. You're limiting God in that moment. Limiting God that you believe that you have to break somebody else down in order to feel fulfillment. That's not how God operates. That's not the true frequency of unconditional love. If we want to rise and be with this highest fulfillment, this higher source, we have to rise our frequency. And we can only do that by acting like God. Okay, what are qualities of God? Truly unconditional love, compassion towards somebody else, mercy. Even if somebody else is very negative towards you, forgive them. Forgive them, because holding resentment is like you blocking your own miracles from coming in. Because you hold up this energy, and this energy just creates a blockage in your body and soul, and makes new energy stuck. You always get rejuvenated. We are the very divine beings. And if you just, it's like you disconnect from life, your your life source, and you start operating as a robot, trying to survive, trying to figure out what is my life's purpose, what should I do? And instead of connecting to the source who has the answer, what is good for my soul, where am I supposed to go? What do we often do? We disconnect and we act like robots trying to survive in logical ways, trying to live our ego's life. And the ego, you cannot blame it. It's just trying to survive. We're all just trying to survive, so why not forgive the other? We're all one. And the person you're judging the most might be having the biggest key for you. The biggest key in blessings. Why? Because you're holding so much judgment. The upper world, the only thing that they can do is bringing judgment upon you in order for you to learn that you're not better than anyone else, for you to have humility, and from that space you can grow. Because if our cup is full, we we cannot have new blessings. If our ego thinks he rules the world, and if we let our ego be in charge, then there is no room for God to come in. There is no room. So, speaking about others, it's so important to watch that, to really, okay, pay attention to what am I actually saying. Sometimes you say something without even thinking about it, you're already speaking negative. That's what we should grow out of. You see this fly here? He's just flying by. And that's the creator. That's the creator flying by each moment where we just choose to focus on ourselves and just be so caught up in life. But the creator is always surrounding us, always trying to help us, always trying to make us elevate to the next level. But what do we do? We have so much lack in trust because we have forgotten the source. And that's okay. Our soul chose to come down in a world where the world has forgotten its source. And that's our job to remember it. Only thing. So really judging people favorably, seeing the good in them, oh my God. It's so eye-opening. It's so powerful. Because somehow you don't have to carry all that negativity, that heaviness, that load. And it just really takes off that pressure. That you don't have to carry the world upon your shoulders and you don't have to fight the world. It just gives a big sense of relief, that you don't have to constantly protect yourself and be in a state of war. It relieves. It brings true relief. And then you already step in this world of abundance. From that abundance, new things come. It's just not that you step in this world of, oh, it's out there. You know, the answers are out there. The creator has these answers. These are outside of me, and I somehow have to get it by being kind towards others. No, it doesn't work like that. It's truly us stepping into our soul's potential. We have already been given the keys. We just reveal more of our soul. The same way that we have endless money, we have endless, we are our soulmate already. We're whole. People think that soulmates are this other half of me, but that's not the case. This soulmate just reveals what's already within, because everything around us is a mirror. If you have a toxic relationship, that means you're not revealing enough of your soul's light yet. That changes your reality. And that can be, having a toxic relationships can really be because we carry limiting beliefs. Carry limiting beliefs. If I don't have the approval of this person, I won't be loved. Or if I don't have that I'm not good enough to receive actually a healthy relationship, or it's not passionate enough, or it's boring. All these things, we have limiting beliefs, and if we carry those limiting beliefs, we're literally limiting our soul's potential. So you can let go of these limiting beliefs by saying affirmations towards yourself, by writing it down, the fears, the doubts, the pain. And by writing it down, you immediately let it go out of your system, out of your soul, out of the energy from your body. Everything cleanses if you just speak it out. We have to somehow find healthy ways to let go. Cannot scream at people, cannot be angry or upset with people or blame other people. That's not how we're actually truly revealing new light or our soul's light or cleansing ourselves. That's just bringing on more negativity. But we are so powerful. We are so powerful. We have been given the ability to change other people. And we can do that by envisioning other people win, envisioning other people thrive, seeing them joyous. Or imagine you see a couple who looks sad on the street. Bless that couple. Bless that couple, seeing them happy, envision them being happy and truly loving each other. That might be the key to you revealing your soulmate, your soul. And that brings on the mate. I don't know. just making up something here, but it's not something outside of us. It's really not something outside of us. A soulmate is not this other half. We already carry our own soulmate. We carry endless money. We carry endless love. We carry endless compassion because we're actually um, a reflection of God. We carry the same DNA as the Creator. We just have to reveal it, find ways to reveal it. But we came from the same root. You know those computer chips? We carry that same information on our computer chip as the creator. So we just simply have to find ways to truly operate on that computer chip. You know that chip, what's in your phone and the iPhones? That's the chips I'm talking about. I said chip. No, but we are so powerful, guys. It's truly unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, the way you speak about others is so important. We often complain, and what happens? More chaos comes. The way you speak about ourselves is even more detrimental because then you're even, that's even more toxic. So, focus on the good in yourself. I myself, I'm a Capricorn, so I have difficulties. I sometimes have the tendency to be very negative towards myself. That's my nature. But I came here to transform that too. But we all have this very negative self talk if we don't do anything about it. So we are not helpless beings. We can actually transform. And that's the same way we should envision others win, envision yourself win. How would it feel if you finally had let go of your biggest fear? How would it feel? How would you just be open to that? Often we don't even think about, we feel so helpless, we feel so overwhelmed that we don't even think about a positive outcome. We should be open, guys. This is, if we don't think about a positive outcome, how can we expect God to give us the positive outcome if we don't create the space for it, you know? If we don't create an opening for that energy to come. If our cup is full, how can God give us water? If our cup is full with this idea that there is no salvation or there is no growth, there is no new reality, new destiny, better destiny. How can God give us the better destiny if our cup is full with that old belief system water? No. We cannot expect God to help us if we don't change our perspective. So important. Self love. But self love is really the root of everything, to be honest. Self love, if you are more loving towards yourself, that means you're more loving towards others. That means it's more, it's easier for you to be kind towards others. And that's easier to attract blessings. So it's really, sometimes it's not believing the thoughts that come up, you know? It's choosing not to believe it. It's a practice. You practice self love. It's not something you wake up with in the morning and suddenly, oh my God, I have so much self love. No, you practice. You do it by little steps. Tell yourself in the mirror that you're beautiful. Affirmations. I am intrinsically good. I am perfect exactly as I am. I'm whole, even though I feel like I'm missing things. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I trust that wherever where I'm supposed to be, I'll be. And that there isn't anything out there, but everything exists within me. all the fulfillment. Because often, same way with money, we often think that money is, or every everything actually, food is a better example, and then I'll translate it to money. But food, imagine you eat chocolate. You love chocolate, but if you ate chocolate every day for breakfast, for lunch, and in the evening, for dinner, every day under non-stop chocolate, you would not appreciate that chocolate anymore. You would actually throw up. You would hate chocolate. Why? Because it's not actually chocolate that we're searching for, it's the feeling that chocolate gives us. It's the feeling that chocolate gives us. It's that you it's that feeling of light, that taste of the heavens. Because it's also a pleasure. Food is also a pleasure. And so it's not actually chocolate that you're searching for, but the energy behind it, the fulfillment that chocolate gives. Same way with money. It's not actually money that you're searching for, but the freedom and the opportunities and the independence it gives. And that's normal to want these things because God has these qualities. God has like everything. So it's natural for us to have the tendency to want everything. That's good. That's such. Don't ever shrink your desires. Don't ever shrink your goals. Doesn't matter what anyone else says. Because you're meant to have it. If you desire it, it means there is a destiny for you where you have it, and it's that destiny is calling you. So never shrink your desire. But we have to let go of the blockages in order for us to truly elevate to that desire, to that destiny. But what I was saying, we're not searching for the money itself. The money, we're not searching for the physical things. We think, our ego thinks that that is gonna solve all of our problems and solve all of our pain. But it's not actually that we're searching for. It's the feeling that money gives us. And that feeling, it's very powerful and very important for us to understand that that already existed within. So it's no external thing that gives us that feeling. That feeling, money awakens this feeling, but it already exists within. We are already intrinsically good, perfect, and we have this intrinsic goodness. I don't know how I can exactly explain it because it's so powerful. How can I put words on it, you know? There are no words for how powerful our souls are. No words, really. No words. But a big key and a big quick way to have access to our soul is to see other people win, focus on their good, even though you feel like they are negative. Or what often happens is because we are so afraid of connection with people. Because why? We are afraid that we lose our blessings. So imagine somebody's very sad or somebody's going through a rough time or is struggling with money, struggling in their business, struggling with. We often feel so repelled to help them. We feel like, oh, I don't want to help you. Stay away. You stay away from me. You stay away from me. Do you think God would say that to you? No. But why do we say that? It's because we are afraid of losing our blessings. We're afraid that if we help somebody, then I won't have my blessings and I will lose all of my energy. I will lose everything. And that's okay. But as long as we realize that we think limited, as long as we start seeing where the blockages are, and then from that point on, transform it. But it's already a miracle, the fact that you start seeing it. That is already an invitation for you to dance, you know? That's already such a big achievement. That's already 90% of the work. The rest of the 10% is okay, trying to apply it in your life. And even sometimes it doesn't, you fail. Okay, but the creator sees the effort, and that's what it's all about. We, in fact, can never be God, but God sees the effort. God sees the effort that we still show up, even though we don't feel like it. God sees the effort. God sees every bit of effort. God sees the way you woke up today and still chose to show up with a smile, to be kind towards your wife, husband, your children, your friends. Still, you chose to show up to school. Still, you chose to show up to work with a smile. And you did it. But these things seem now so normal to us, but it's such a big thing. The little things seem so normal, but they are so, it's so cool. It's so cool that you do that. So powerful. And the creator sees that. The creator sees every bit of effort you do. The creator sees how what you have been through. The creator has always been there. But then you ask me, how can I explain these horrible things? How do you explain to me that these horrible things that happen in my life and all of this, you know, often this is a topic for another time, but I can quickly talk about it. Sometimes we're sent things to see how do we, in fact, also learn from it, but how do we act afterwards? Imagine you make a big mistake. It's not really, the creator made you fall on purpose, but how do you pick up from that point? How do you pick yourself up after the fall? How do you stand up? In the same way, there's horrible things. Sometimes very horrible things happen to you. Happen to you. I myself have a lot of, yeah, I had to, in a period of my life, I had to go through a lot of suffering. I don't like to call it suffering, more like character building. But we all have to go through pain, and the creator sends that pain in order for us first learn to have boundaries, learn to love ourselves, learn to choose and have the desire for better, because often only reason why we have pain is because we are trying to settle for less and we are trying to attach ourselves to this world, but we are meant to attach ourselves to the endless. So pain comes in order to teach us, oh no, yo, I would I oh my god, no, this is not what I want. I want that. and to remember us, our soul's power, to remember us. But often things get, painful situations get sent to us in order to see how do we handle it from that point on. Do we start still holding a grudge against people? Do we still hold a resentment towards people? Or are we going to forgive them? Are we going to forgive them? Are we going to act unconditional, like unconditional loving beings? You love people unconditionally, even though they have hurt you. Imagine how powerful you are if you can say that. Well, even though I know you did the worst thing for me, I forgive you. How powerful is that? How powerful is that? How in the upper worlds, that's like saving 1,000 people from dying. That's how powerful it is for us to forgive people, for us to release resentments or release this anger that we carry, or any blockage that we carry. So, how do we handle situations? Do we start complaining? Do we start speaking badly about others if things are not going well for us? Or do we step into this true, unconditional, loving beings that we are? If we weren't having tests and we weren't going through painful situations, we would have never felt the desire to grow. Because why? Why even get out of bed? Because things are perfect, right? There is a tomorrow, so I don't care. Yeah. So it's actually very beautiful that we get to feel pain. It's actually even more of a miracle than making €1,000,000, $1,000,000, a million Canadian. I don't know what it is. It's actually more beautiful and more powerful for us to change ourselves. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, you know? The physical will come and go, but something that truly lasts is this powerful connection that we have with ourselves. So sometimes we get sent tests. The creator's here again. You see it, guys? You see it, guys? It's the fly. He wants us to fly with him. And to see, do we start complaining? Do we start blaming if we get painful challenges? Or do we truly accept it? Accept the pain, and that is hard, guys. That is sometimes difficult. And I'm not saying, I'm not downplaying the pain. Not at all. The pain is there, it's real. But we have to find ways to love the pain. And from that true love, it goes away because you actually start being okay with the pain. What actually brings on so much difficulties and pains because we resist pain. We run away from it. We start doing things in order to fulfill ourselves, having approval from other people, complaining. It brings on more chaos. Resisting the pain brings on more chaos. The Creator sends us these challenges for our ultimate good. We actually, as souls, before the beginning of time, ask for these challenges. So that's what we came to do in this world. Judge either and everyone favorably. That is a big key to you. That's the quickest key I get, I think. I really think that's the quickest key to truly be closer towards yourself. I'm just a student learning out loud, and I'm very thankful, creator, even that I get to speak, and that I get to talk to you guys. I'm very thankful for your presence. And me saying these things help me take true responsibility and have accountability for the things that I do in my life. So actually, it's a big blessing and a big miracle that I get to do this. So thank you for listening. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your time. And you're a very divine soul. Very divine soul. And we are all original. Don't try to be like somebody else. We are all original. Pain comes because we're trying to be something we're not. Okay, goodbye, guys. Because otherwise, goodbye. Have a nice, beautiful day and smile.